President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of 2 new chief executive officers in parastatals and agencies under the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, and that's in line with the recommendations of the Honorable Minister Adegboyega Oyetola. The Managing Director, CEO for the National Inland Waterways Authority is Munirudeen Oyebamiji. The Executive Secretary, CEO, Nigerian Shippers Council is Akuta Ukeyima. Munirudeen Oyebamiji is a graduate of banking and finance and holds a master's degree in public administration and business administration. He's an economist with industry experience of more than 28 years before he entered the public service. In the public service, he first reversed the downward trajectory of the Osun State Investment Company Limited before serving as Osun State Commissioner of Finance for 8 years. Akuta Ukeyima is a graduate of law and holds a master's degree in public international law from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. He most recently served as the head of the Central Authority Unit, International Cooperation in Criminal Matters, Office of the Attorney General of the Federation. President Bola Tinubu tasked the new appointees in this vital sector to faithfully implement the policies and programs of the Honorable Minister in pursuit of the expeditious and efficient attainment of bolstered revenues and investments as part of the Renewed Hope agenda. Now, Femi Akonde joins me on the program. He's our State House correspondent. Femi, these are key agencies in the water transport sector. Talk to us about these appointments and the tasks before the appointees.
Well, Precious, you know that these kind of appointments done by the president is an exercise of the powers conferred on him by the Constitution of the Federal Republic, the 1999 Constitution, especially Section 153, 54, and 55. Section 154 directly talks about the appointments to boards of agencies and the chairmanship position of agencies, which the president has duly done with this appointment. And that critical sector, the maritime sector and the blue economy. The blue economy is a new addition by the administration of President Bola Tinubu as part of ways to diversify the economy, seeking new ways and new ideas to raise funds for the purpose of growth and development. We also understand that that sector, that blue economy sector, globally accounts for about more than $1 trillion. What President Bola Tinubu is doing with this sector is trying to harness the resources in the ocean, just beyond oil and gas, also renewable energy, fisheries, and also beyond maritime. Well, with all of this now, the minister in that sector, who is the former governor of Osun State, Oyetola, will then be able to come up with his roadmap, because at the last National Economic Summit Group meeting, he said, well, his ministry is working on a roadmap that will soon be unveiled. So we see all of these as putting the house in order, and in the coming days we will get a clear roadmap for this Ministry of Maritime and Blue Economy on how they seek to achieve the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu, which among which is improving the economy and the country's GDP. Precious.
It does seem like there is a revenue drive expectation from these new appointees. But I also wanted to ask you, we understand that there were some INEC resident electoral commissioners also appointed today. Can you talk to us about that as well?
Yes, indeed. Another exercise of President Bola Tinubu's powers as President and Commander-in-Chief. All of these appointments made today are subject to the confirmation of the Senate. He has announced the appointments. We believe in the coming days the Senate will also give a time for these new appointees to come before the lawmakers and answer questions. They will be scrutinized, screened before their appointment will be confirmed, and then they'll be sworn in at they'll be sworn in by President Bola Tinubu inside the presidential villa. Precious.
And it does look like in some cases the president is cleaning house with sacks and then fresh appointments. Some other appointments have been those who have been retained in office. What more appointments can we expect in the coming days?
Well, there are so many boards and parastatals whose appointments, whose vacancies are yet to be filled. And you recall that some of these new appointments is also because the people who were there before their tenure expired. A lot of these appointments are tenured appointments, some for 4 years and some for 5 years. So at the expiration of that appointment, a new appointment is announced. And in some cases, depending on the performance of the occupier of that office, these appointments are renewed. But all of this is at the pleasure and discretion of President Bola Tinubu.
Femi, I must confess that there is a lot to keep an eye on and catch up on in this administration. We will let you go now so that you can get to it. Thank you for that update. Our State House correspondent Femi Akonde live for us in Abuja.